Bonjour, bonsoir, buenos dias, buenas noches. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about Catfish, new episode. So Cammy's back for this episode, which is great. Christian is the person who wrote in, and this one is called Cristian and Chantel, all right? Make sure y'all subscribe if you're not yet part of the family, all right? We're doing these videos every week. So he goes to school in Memphis. He's originally from I believe he goes to school in Alabama, but he's originally from Tennessee. So anyway, he said that Chantel is just like real cool. She's funny. She can cook. Like she checks off a lot of the boxes. Not to mention she's pretty. So, they fell in love and became exclusive. But, there are some red flags which led him to none other than the Catfish show, which is she doesn't do FaceTime. Like when she does FaceTime with him, he doesn't see her face. And when she's on her lives, no face as well. But he does see her food and stuff like that she be posting, which looks good. So, yeah, he's faced a lot of tragedies in his life. He was supposed to go to school to get away from all the madness, all the mess, from the hood. He ends up going to school. Like first week or so, he's at school. He goes to a house party, ends up getting shot in the leg, which he says ended his football career that he wanted to have coming out to school. So, I guess that's great. I'm like, talk about some bad luck, or maybe just football just wasn't meant in the cards for him, because I was just like, damn, how you try to get away from the hood and you still end up getting shot? Like, what? So anyway, she always gives like excuses. She says she has a new phone and things like that. And he noticed that there was some dude that was in her life, so he decided to reach out to him. The dude's name was Cash. They actually became pretty cool. They started doing their own little investigation, started recruiting other people and stuff like that to try to find out more about her. And he was like, he ain't never seen her face neither, but she did try to like give him food or whatever, like have him buy food. So yeah, but it is something like where she be flirting with him as well. So it wasn't just centered to Christian. So I'm like, damn, I don't know, Christian, this ain't looking too good. This one was definitely given. I think she might just be a catfish. So now Cammy and Neve, they do their research and stuff like that. And it looks like the actual person's name is actually Jonah, a woman who has like 7,000 followers. Because I was even looking at the show, I'm like, yo, this girl is like real pretty. Like, and the person that they showed, she only had like a few hundred followers, I think, or something like that. And I'm like, I feel like if you're posting consistently and you're making good food, I feel like you should be a little further along, unless you just started your page, So this person that they found lives in Houston, completely different from, what he knew. So now it's definitely screaming like, okay, she's a catfish. There's no way around it. Like, there's lies being told here for sure. When they put the number in Cash App, the name Harmony comes up, and the number is a Detroit number. So now it's like, okay. So this person lives out in Detroit. So they reach out to her finally after they talk to Christian, let him know what's up. And she claims that she hasn't lied about anything, but she said, if they could support her business, she doesn't want to see Christian because she just feel like there's no point. And they're like, all right, you want us to support your business, we got you, but we'll come out to your city. You know what I mean? Since you say that you're in Detroit, we'll come out to there. And you have to be able to bring us the food. She says, all right, you got to give me a $75 deposit. I'm like, damn, via Cash App. Cash App is like the MoneyGram of the new century. You know what I mean? Like the money, this is like how you can get scammed. Like Zelle and Cash App is like the Western Union of the modern day. Like you wanna get money from somebody and they can't get it back. That's a great way to do it. But anyway, so they did it. They went ahead and gave her the $75 deposit for, I think it was like 4 plates of food. And yeah, so they said she wrote them back and said like, okay, she's gonna do it, but Christian cannot be there because she don't need to meet them. She only want to see them, and that's it. But she'll do it. So they're like, yeah, okay. Like, we're definitely going to bring him, but we just won't tell you too much about the situation. You know what you need to know, period. So they do that. They fly out there. This is Christian's first time flying, so he got a warm welcome on the plane. So she pulls up to the spot and brings the food. And the girl that gives him the food, she says her name is Micaiah. And she claims that she's their friend. So it's like, so you're not the person, you're the friend. Meanwhile, in the background, Cammy and Christian, they were actually listening to the audio of Neve talking to her. And she's just like, oh, what's her name? Christian told me that, you have to give me $35 for the remainder balance of the food and just for me to drop it off because she had a lot of things to do. And homegirl was going hard with this, like really like poker face. I'm like, yo, she could definitely be an actress, a lawyer. She's a poker player. Like, she definitely was like straight face, like just like, yeah. The thing that kind of broke her was that they had Christian come out. She was like, he was um getting tongue twisted. So Neve was all like, come, why don't you eat with us? We don't really need 4 plates for real. Come on. She seemed a little reluctant, but but then she was coming. Then she seen Christian walk out. Yo, she looked stunned, shocked, like a deer caught in headlights, like what, like flabbergasted, like, oh my God, I can't believe he's really here. This is real life. Like, she was like geeking. Like, damn. So when he's there or whatever, she kind of like looks at, she's still playing this part. When she sees him, she said, at first she was like, I think I have to go. And then, but she didn't. She just, like I said, she just looked super shocked. He was like, you sound like the person I've been talking to. She's like, no, it's not me. Like, pretty much denying it with the face, like, no. And he's like, yo, like, what is this? He's like, why? Like, he seemed like he was starting to get annoyed because he knows that she's lying. So eventually, after the whole back and forth of lying, it's like she finally confesses and says she felt like it was no point to even say, like, that she was the person. And I'm just like, yo, like, you a liar for real. Like, this is one of those people that's like a pathological liar. Like, those are the people you got to be careful with. I've met people like that before where it's like, they would just go hard with the lies. It's like they go so hard that I feel like they actually really and truly believe the lies that they tell. It's like they turn into somebody else where they're able to embody this character, and now what they say is actually true because that is their reality. You know how they say perception is everything? This is their perception of what's going on at that moment. Insane. So yeah, that's what was going on with her, I believe. So then she finally says that her real name is Harmony. And wait, did she say her real name was Harmony? No, I don't remember if she said her real name was Harmony. I kind of feel like she did. Or they told her that Harmony was the name on the Cash App. She acted like she didn't know what that was. But I don't know. I feel like she might have said that her real name was actually Harmony, but I keep on remembering the name Micaiah. So I don't know. Maybe I just wrote that for some reason. But anyway, so she kept saying that this was all about business. She don't have no feelings for Christian. And Neve is just like, yo, I call bullshit because at the end of the day, you're talking about this was all about business, but you was telling this man you loved him. You was going back and forth, talking to him every day. A lot of times it was not about business. And you knew that there was no way that you'd be able to get a plate to him because he lived in a whole nother state and he's a college student with no money. Like, come on. Like, it's like she was just, and like I said, it was just one of those people that is like, yo, I've already lied. I gotta go hard with this. I don't want to look like a liar. So let me go hard. But you looking worse and worse and worse because everybody could see right through you. So you just looking stupid right now. So that's exactly what was happening. Christian was like, you BSing, like, come on. Like, he was over it at that point. And we seen him cry. We seen him actually feel bad about the situation. So, for him to meet someone who was so apathetic, like she literally seemed like she lacked emotion, like she lacked empathy. She just lacked all the understanding to know that this man was actually hurting and he actually cared for her. I feel like from me being an empath and me just kind of looking at her and sensing her energy, I feel like she was afraid of rejection, which is why she put up this exterior so that she wouldn't get hurt, so that she wouldn't look like a fool on camera if he's like, oh nah, like you don't even look like the girl in the picture. You know what I mean? Like I feel like she tried to avoid embarrassment, so she just came off as cold and heartless. It was just, but I could see that she was hurting, and I could see that she wanted more, and there was a lot more that she wanted to say, but it's like she was afraid to say it because of her fear of rejection. But yeah, her energy was like so off. It was like if I was there, like I wouldn't even want to sit in the room with her because I could feel it like coming through the freaking TV. I'm like, no, this is terrible. So, they did the 2 month thing. Like he was just kind of over it. She just kind of like she just was saying things that just didn't make sense. She did at some point say like, yeah, she did care about him before, but now she doesn't. And it's like, what? So at this moment today, like you've been talking to him for like 365 days or more every single day, and just now today because you see him in person, all of a sudden you don't care anymore. Like get out of here. So they did a 2 month recap, and comes to find out she been blowing him up, trying to hit him up and stuff like that. He was like, he was over it, so he just blocked her. Her side of the story, once again, lying to the very end. I'm like, yeah, you can't tell the truth for nothing. Like, girl, she's still talking about some, yeah, I ended up blocking him and we don't talk. And it's like, dude, we just heard the real story. I actually believe him over her any day because he made himself vulnerable. He said things that he didn't even have to say because it could make him look soft. It could make him look whatever. People could clown him if they really wanted to, but he put it all out on the table regardless of how it made him look. For her, she had up all these barriers. She was given lie after lie after lie, even when it's like, dude, we already know the truth. Just tell the truth. It's still lies. So nobody don't believe you, girl. Like he blocked you. You bitter. Well, I don't know if she bitter, but you was still trying to hit him up, mama. Like you was still trying to. He said right after she was trying to hit him up. So that means like she probably was gonna apologize because she couldn't do it in person because of whatever insecurities or whatever it was. Then she probably would have tried to woo him back in, saying all the right things. Like he was just over it, and I'm happy he was able to see that, free himself, and move forward and get like a real, probably genuine, real, true relationship going forward. Because I'm pretty sure even if he don't have one or anything that he's looking for at the moment, with all the publicity that he got from this episode, I'm pretty sure the lady's about to hit him up. Okay, they about to slide up in those DMs. So he about to be doing the damn thing. And he's a handsome guy, so I'm pretty sure. I mean, and I feel like he might have given her a chance because she wasn't an ugly girl. She was nothing wrong with her. She had a little tooth chip, but I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, that's not the most. It's like sometimes people could look past like exterior, and like I said, she was pretty, but it's just her soul and the way she was acting, her emotionless like behavior. Just her behavior made her like not appealing. That's what I feel like made her not appealing. I feel like if she would have came with a genuine apology, he might have went forward, you know? But anyways, he wanted to know if anything was real, and she pretty much was kept on saying no, it wasn't. Mm. Girl, you don't miss your chance, okay? You could have had a partner for that would have been helping you to get them sales, who would have been holding you down, you know what I'm saying? About to get out of college, but she fumbled that bag. Well, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you guys on the next one. Laters.